Okie dokie, folks. Let's get underway with Drunken Beetles, the first game of the series between Yudi, known as Chisato, and God of Roadkill, known as Blast. We have Blast in the bottom left, with Yudi
Hello.
in the top right. Hello again, Arch. We've just got underway.
Yudi and Blast, Drunken Beetles dance. Both Sarah.
Yep.
So I guess they banned
So,
Aeon?
Yudi banned Aeon, pick Aeon Sarah. Blast, ban Aeon, pick Sarah UEF. And I even know what maps they vetoed.
Okay.
In this order, they vetoed Ditch, Pyramid.
Who vetoed Ditch?
So
Blast, I assume.
Blast would have got first
Actually,
veto.
you did need to say it. I guess if somebody's vetoing Ditch.
Yeah, yeah, it's not Yudi. So,
Yeah.
Blast vetoed Ditch, Yudi Pyramid, Cobalt Valley, Badlands, Niflheim, and 10x10 map gen. So we have Drunken Beetles available to us. We have Bermuda Locket, Emerald Crater, Twin Rivers, 15x15 map gen, and Desert Arena.
Alright. Yudi is confident on Desert Arena?
Yeah.
I guess he doesn't. Yeah.
We've seen Blast absolutely do a very capable game on Emerald Crater earlier.
I am, however, a bit worried for Blast in terms of the map selection because Drunken Beetles is unlike the maps that we had seen him crush on earlier against the Wreck. So this is again testing another side of his skill set, and I know Yudi is good on maps like this. So, you know, I feel like Blast has a bit of an uphill fight ahead of him.
Yep.
Here. See how well he does.
Blast
Yudi,
is...
I think is.
Blast is opting for second land. Yudi is going.
He has done this. By the way. He's done this like quite frequently.
Second air and third air. So Yudi wants to get the early air domination out, but Blast is opting for a second land.
I'm not like the advantage of second land on transport maps is actually pretty big because when you go for second air and then you go for like an early transport, you just leave with every engineer in your base, you know? So if you want to have kind of a functioning economy, you either delay your transport or you just make second land.
Yeah. Blast did have to pause 2 NGs though, because he did run out of E while building that second factory.
They're still paused. He's forgetting to... No.
Well,
Okay,
he's making some extra P-gens. He's making some extra P-gens first. But Yudi's not even finished his first air fac yet. So Blast is an entire factory, well, about half a factory ahead. 3/4.
Well, but I mean, now they're even and Yudi has an air factory and Blast is still building P-gen.
But Blast is going to have the far stronger NG count.
Now he's pausing the NGs on the Hydro. No, this is a disaster. This is actually a disaster.
Yeah, he's stalling mass now. He's just on plus or minus 3. What's Yudi like? Yudi is on
this
perfect
is not what you want to see, like 1 minute into the game. Like, Blast was just not prepared to play on this map.
Yeah,
clearly.
Yudi's on perfect eco balance. He's getting the transport out. He might e-store a tad, perhaps. Nah, he'll be fine. So he's gonna have an early trans out.
This is just you should not get to this point and make this mistake. You know,
the scout from Yudi is already all the way across mid. He went for a scout, so Yudi knows Blast hasn't dropped yet. He knows there's no transport available yet for Blast. So how aggressive does he want to be?
Yeah, Yudi can lock the transport, but his inti is in his base, so
yeah. But the vision alone, he knows Blast hasn't dropped anywhere near mid yet. He's gonna see that transport just come out and know Blast hasn't dropped anywhere.
The mid is not that important on this map.
No.
It's like mini Seaton's middle, right? But it's like there's not many resources there. Really not worth it. The main thing you drop are look at all the densely packed mexes on the sides. You drop those.
All of those are bases.
Yeah, you just drop those bases and then you just eco up, really. And then when you have the spare resources, then you can start contesting like random shit.
See, Blast is dropping mid and the mid islands instead. He's just walking NGs to those base expansions.
This is a blunder. This is absolutely a blunder. It's just like that's why I said I don't think he should play on a map like this because first of all, this is not what he crushed on. Like,
Yes.
he should just play on what he was winning already on.
But his
He won on land maps against the wreck.
His transport's already being blocked by 2 inties. The other 3 NGs aren't going to make their drop points.
Well, the transport is dead. It has to drop the inties, like, right now. Pretty much.
Come on, blast, drop, yes,
Oh,
good.
no. Please, drop it. No, stop trying to shake it off. Just drop
No,
it. He's gonna lose it.
what are you
He's gonna lose
doing?
it to NGs. He had to drop it there. You can't shake
That's got to
there.
be GG. Yudi's already 11... Yudi's nearly 10 mexes ahead already. What's the mex count?
This is the time that I'm glad that we are having a best of 5, not a best of 3.
Yudi is 12 mexes ahead. It's
yeah,
51 income versus 29.
I don't want to like rag on Blast too much, but he just doesn't know how to play this map.
Yeah,
like,
this is a poor choice for Blast. But then again, I mean, he did ban Ditch, he banned Cobalt, and he banned Niflheim?
He should not ban Cobalt to Niflheim. What?
They're probably the maps he probably has more chance on, yeah.
Absolutely,
the close
against
quarter
Yudi,
land maps. You have to deny macro maps.
You have to not only consider what you want to play, but you have to consider what your opponent wants to play, and then kind of like figure out the difference between those.
Blast
Just because you don't want to play a map, if your opponent also really doesn't want to play the map, you shouldn't ban it. You know.
So Yudi has 1 transport. Blast has 3 transports in his base, all with NGs on.
This is what I've seen. Okay, so this is what he did really well against the wreck on that map gen game. He was utilizing multiple transports very effectively. Like, he was actually keeping them working pretty well. So I don't know if he like has some crazy technology invented, you know, like multiple hotkeys or something, but he has a way of controlling them that's good. So I like this from him. This is what he was strong at, and he's showing it here. Hopefully he can continue using this well. I'd like to also see some aggressive drops.
Yes, Yudi though does have bombers that are just gonna... One on the left killed off an NG making a Mexan Navy. It's gonna claim the NG making that land fac if the NT doesn't get
And a big
time.
difference here. Blast is going T2 air and Yudi isn't.
Yeah.
Oh, this bomber from Yudi on the bottom. Oh my
Oh
goodness.
no.
Where's his inties, man?
His inties up. One is up north. That's complete. That's the bomber's on 6 HP. The second one's coming south. He lost airfight. There was an airfight in mid that Yudi crushed by about 5 inties in.
Yeah. Well, Yudi has 3 T1 air factories producing. Blast has had 1, and that one's been making transports. You know, because he's upgrading T2. So, yeah. Yudi landed an inti mid, and a Tham killed it. Let's go. Blast winning air control back.
Yudi's already getting subs out. He's already claiming the Navy mexes more.
Yeah, the sub is a great choice with all the water mexes here.
He started a T2 air fac.
So Blast has earlier T2 air, but what can he do with it? I'm not sure he can even do anything because he doesn't even have air control.
Can't go gunships.
So this T2 air is basically a dud. The expanding, like, look at how delayed the bottom expansion is from Blast. It's still not up. Oh no. We are like nearly 8 minutes into the game. This is like.
And core mexes. There's an AFK engineer there. Yeah. 2 AFK engineers. Blast.
I mean, this is basically his core mechs. Like, these are the bases on his side. He still doesn't have it. Crazy.
Blast I don't believe Blast is the APM for a map like this.
I'm not sure it's about APM. So far, it's just about game knowledge.
And the way you play certain maps, yeah.
Yeah, he's just played it wrong. He went second land. He stalled an insane amount. He dropped mid. Like, these were all just huge blunders. And he didn't drop the bottom, where all the mexes are. Like, just count the mexes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. On your entire mid side, you have like 5. And if you count the water mexes on the bottom, that's 14. It's like 14 versus 5. And he dropped the 5 mexes. That's... I don't know. Nice comment from Bennis. Blast playing like a drunken beetle. Yep. This is the Drunken Beetle dance, alright? Drunken Beetles dance from Blast.
Bomb was just raiding the entire left side from Yudi.
At this point, I mean that's he needs to stop it now. Like so far, these are still doing. Oh my god, that bomb. Never mind. But after this, he should not keep.
Blast is
bombs.
going
Like,
T3A. He's
Yeah,
double T2
T2
PG and he's going T3A. Yudi is going T3A as well, but he's still not built his first PGen. He's not stalling though because of the amount of T1 PGens he has.
It's not just T1 PGens, it's Hydros.
True. True, he has,
I think 4 Hydros.
1.4k income off of 35 PGens and Hydros. So he's going to be stalling
has
Mass
4 Hydros
and
right
soon E, possibly.
Look at Blast. Blast is only now getting the Hydro on the bottom. Like, it's
Yep.
so late. Wait, there's so many Hydros. I didn't even realize. There's 5. God damn. On your side. 6 if you count the one in the middle.
Yeah.
600 income from Hydros. God damn. You don't even need to make a second T2 PGen. Yudi making huge T1 spam in mid.
Yeah. Blast is walking his ACU into the water, where there's a sub in the water. I'm not sure if that's the smartest idea.
I'm not really sure. I think he wants to defend the bottom with his ACU. I mean, it's...
Yeah, he's crushed up a PD there. Couple of facts. He's been locked out of Navy though, basically.
Well, I would not say locked out. A single torp and then like 1 factory.
True.
These subs are mainly denying the max. It's not like locking him out of Navy or
He's
anything.
lost air. T3 FAC is done. Yudi's is 40%.
I mean, okay, at this point, the fact that he lost air a couple minutes ago is not that relevant because he will have T3 air. He will have ASFs out, and then that kind of negates everything that happened in the NT stage of the game, right? The main issue now is that he just is behind on eco because he was so delayed on getting his max. 141 to 90 income. That's a 50% difference, and that's showing on the map. Like, look at middle. Yudi can afford to pour way more mass into units to win middle. And he's just snowballing from there. Like, at this point, I think Blast is playing alright. It's just he was behind after the early game, and you can't get behind Yudi and then expect to come back, like, without doing some crazy move. So his slightly earlier T3 air, probably not going to be a factor. Yudi has his done already.
40.
He's like half a PGen ahead. That's less than the travel distance on this map for a Strat or an ASF or whatever.
He's also stalling 50 massive tick, making that T3 PGen.
Well, it makes sense because he's more than 50 mass behind Yudi. Like,
60,
if he
70.
had his naval mexes, right? If he had his naval mexes, if he had his portion of the middle, if he had some of the side islands, it would be playable. But he doesn't. He is just behind. And in order to try and keep up with Yudi while he's behind, he has to get even farther behind. It's just such a shame that he had such a disastrous opening, because you can see he's playing well. Now.
Yeah, he is playing well. He's making good decisions. It's just the opening first 2 minutes cost him, arguably.
Maybe like the first 4 or 5 minutes, I'd say, because he still could have dropped the bottom, and he never did. So
we'll say the first 4 or 5, yeah. And that just lost him too much, set him behind too much.
So now we just need to look at what he can do
to
try and claw his way back. I'm not sure at this point if a standard game is possible. He's just losing too much on too many fronts. Like, he would need to get a lot of really efficient trades. Like, 1 torp, clean up all the subs, get your naval mixes back, gunship, bomb these, these Zuis. But even then, like, he's just behind on eco. That's the thing. These Zui attacks are not going to be efficient, right? No. These Zui attacks are probably mostly a waste of mass. But Yudi can afford to do this. He's literally twice the mass income. So it doesn't matter if the attacks are inefficient.
I would say he has to try going for the ACU snipe.
Yep. But how can he do it when
he has no vision, no control? Yeah.
I think he has to not only go for the T3 air snipe, he has to go for the draw. He literally has to maybe like drop a gun ACU in UD's base, T2 air, upgrade gun, then also bring the snipe, bring like 7 gunships, I don't know, a strat, and then the rest ASFs, and just hope that it works. I mean, this is UD has twice the mass income.
While avoiding all of the vision and intel Yudi has, which is close to the entire map.
UD has just like full T2 max on like the middle expansion as well, all the underwater maxes, everything there is T2. Blast only has T2 like in his core base.
Yeah.
It is really not looking good. Like at this point, even if he goes for the snipe, UD can afford to invest in like snipe defense and still be, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
4 T2 PD and the SAM, and you've defended yourself.
Exactly. And he just has so much build power in his base. Like, let's say you drop your ACU and you drop some tanks, and then you were accompanying with gunships. UD can just spam up T1 PD, and you know, he has so much build power. There's no way.
This south bit is dead to Zui's and Navy. North is under attack.
Blast made too many subs as well. He made only subs now, and the subs are good early to raid the opponent next.
Not
you don't
to defend your base.
Like again, this is a map knowledge issue. I feel like because it's just not a good decision, right? Like he just made a strategic choice and it was wrong. So it's not really a reflection on him as a player. I feel like that's more of a reflection of his experience on maps like this. Again, which is why he probably shouldn't have picked this map. Going back to that, again.
There are limited 20x20s you can pick though.
I need to go check the map list. Certainly there's better ones than this. Okay, I'm just gonna go look at the map list right now because the game's probably over.
Go for it.
Okay, 20x20s. The Dish, Drunken Beetles Dance, Bermuda Locket, Emerald Crater.
All in.
Bermuda and Emerald are completely playable. Just ban Ditch, ban Drunken Beetles. You have one more ban, right?
Yeah.
Probably ban Bermuda. Yeah, and that's it.
And then you're forced onto 20x20.
And then you have Emerald Crater as the only 20x20. You have a bunch of 10x10 land maps. Desert Arena and Cobalt Valley, which, you know, UD's probably going to ban Desert... Probably going to ban Cobalt Valley. He lost on... What was that map? So he's going to ban the other one. Pyramid.
Pyramid, yeah.
Yeah, so you saw that UD lost on Pyramid, so he's probably going to ban it next time, right? So you can factor that in. And then you look at the rest of the maps, and these are just maps that you just did good on. You just did good on Emerald Crater. You just did good on Twin Rivers. Those are the maps you want to play on. Why are we on Drunken Beetles? Oh my god. It's such a shame, because it's just like tournament prep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bennis is saying we would be better if the commentators focus more on describing what's going on the screen rather than discussing shithaves and whatevs. I disagree, because I think it's clear to everyone that this game is... The writing's on the wall.
We have a group of AFK tanks from Blast in the top that could raid about 8 mexes, but aren't. We've got a land push on the right hand side going towards a group of Hans and Zui, so it's gonna die. Some subs getting murdered. Subs on the left getting decent value up against Rigs. Zui's just starting to spam across. We've got 3 airfacts for Blast up against 4 for Yudi. 221 plays 111 income. So
what is
Yudi's
Blast's
100 ahead.
Plan? What is his plan?
I don't know. T2 Navy
He's
out for
just
Yudi.
playing it like it's a normal game, which is completely unsustainable. The advantage is only growing.
There's no snipes being made, no transports, no units that could kill him.
He needed to plan, like, at this point he's going to be behind on air, so there's no opportunity to do anything with air.
Yudi's
His
on 16
only advantage
ASF,
that he
Blast
had
is
was
on
that he was
15.
earlier to T3 air, right? Yo, the Tham raid top, let's go.
Hey!
Yudi's sending all his ASFs
He waited
over
for the mexes to upgrade to T2, all 6 of them, and then he's gone in.
Yeah. And UD has T2 Navy. He's making a big grid, expanding it, whereas Blast, is looking paltry in comparison. Well, the raid killed two of the mechs. It's not bad. I mean, there's really not much to talk about. I'm gonna be honest. We can try and sugarcoat the game. Oh, Blast
He
raid
is
did so much
defending
damage,
well.
but-
He is defending well as could be hoped.
I mean, that's at this point, it's just delaying the inevitable. It's soon becoming a mathematical impossibility for him to actually win the game. You know, at this point, I'm thinking the only way is to like TML snipe the ACU somehow. You upgrade, I don't know, somehow sneak a transport, build a stealth field, 2 TMLs. UD's in the water. It's impossible. It's impossible.
UD's hiding away. He knows the only way he loses this game is via a snipe.
Well, Torps it is.
Torps are being made by Blast, whether that's to defend Navy or to...
No, that's to defend. That's to defend. You can see, he's just rallying them out.
Maybe an
like, if he scouts that UD is in the water, you know, make like... How many does he need? Like 15 Torps?
15 with 2 passes. And
15 with... Wait, 15 is 2 passes?
I would say probably, yeah. How much is a Torp damage? Let's have a look.
What? It's like 750, right? Oh, they reduced it, right?
150 times 5, so 450? 600, 750 damage.
150 times 5, 750, right?
750 damage.
Wait, airfight. Let's go.
Oh, come on.
That's got a good turn. But
yeah, he has got a good turn.
But the issue is UD had just way more. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to the theory crafting.
Going to rating on the left. So 750, so you need 10 would be 7.5k, 4k would be... You would need 15, just about 15 or 16 on one pass.
Yep, it should be, I think it's 15 or 16. You just make the exact amount, send them around, and close your eyes and pray, and just like start typing in chat.